30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Klenam Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman, and Radio Wa, Get Radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Ghana Health Service declares public health emergency in all 3 Tong districts as flooding of toilet facilities heightens fear of potential disease outbreak.
So there are several arms of this response, but for health, we have activated our coordination mechanisms, public health emergency management.
Meanwhile, President Akufo-Addo promises more help for all flood-affected persons.
The government is going to do everything in its powers to assist, to make sure that things are all right.
Coming up, 36 million cedis recovered between April and August from the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission payroll cleanup.
If the few anomalies detected are all corrected, that will give us about 36.1.
Details as the Commission set to storm Western and Greater Accra regions in its nationwide payroll monitoring exercise. In business,
cedi expected to weaken for the 3rd week running as demand surges ahead of the Christmas season. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
Repeat or revenge as Presec Legon clashes with their all-time rivals Accra Academy at the 1/8 stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz after the Bleus lost woefully to the Odadiers in a similar event last year.
We talk speed race and we talk Bleu. They don't know what we are here to do.
Let's settle with the details with me, Hannah Odami. The Ghana Health Service has declared a public emergency crisis in all 3 Tong districts battling with flood in the past week. There have been fears over possible disease outbreak in the flooded areas as toilet facilities and refuge dams have been submerged in flood water. Speaking on Top Story last night, Deputy Volta Regional Health Director at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Senanu Kwesi Jokoto, says a public health emergency has been declared in readiness for any eventuality.
So there are several arms of this response, but for health, we have activated our coordination mechanisms, public health emergency management committees in all the districts and in the region, our rapid response teams, as well as our emergency operations center. Our health workers affected close to about 100 people. One big facility has been shut down. That is the Richard Novartis Hospital that is in Sugakopa. Yes, it's a public health emergency.
He added, although there has been some internal mobilization, more funds are needed to execute this emergency plan. Meanwhile, the National Disaster Management Organization says out of the 26,000 persons displayed in the affected districts, over 20,000 are yet to be relocated to safe havens.
We are getting close to 26,000 as we speak, and we are still getting more people. We do a review of the figures normally in the evening into the next day.
Which means about 20,000 are out there and not in any of these safe havens.
Exactly. We have close to 20,000 completely displaced who are staying with friends and family as we speak.
While speaking to residents in Mepe on a tour of the affected communities on Monday, President Akufo-Addo promised government readiness to pull resources together to provide enough relief items to the victims.
That's why I'm saying that the committee is working in several phases. One, immediate relief, and then tomorrow. But I want you to know that the government is going to do everything in its powers to assist, to make sure that things are all right.
You heard President Akufo-Addo. The Fair Wages and Salaries Commission has recovered about 36 million cedis since it commenced the nationwide payroll monitoring exercise in April. The Commission indicates the total wage bill of 17 government institutions has gradually declined as a result of the exercise, saving costs from unearned salaries. Addressing the media, the Chief Executive Officer Benjamin Arthur stated the Commission will extend the exercise to other parts of the country.
There are anomalies associated with vehicle maintenance allowance, which is also pervasive in some of the institutions. And the error comes from the fact that you have an individual who, at some point in time, qualified for vehicle maintenance allowance and was paid accordingly and rightfully so. But after attaining a certain status, that individual is given an official vehicle and yet continues to draw vehicle maintenance allowance. If the few anomalies detected are all corrected, that will give us about 36.1. The reduction in the wage bill from the time we began up to now is about 178 million.
Two other stories. Retired Police Chief COP George Alex Mensah says the leaking of the secret recording in which he is heard discussing the removal of the IGP has been a blessing. He has been the subject of a parliamentary inquiry since the secret recording went viral. He has since retired from the police service to run for parliament in the Bekwai constituency on the ticket of the MPP. Speaking on PM Express last night, COP Mensah says he's reaping political benefits in the Bekwai constituency from the leaked tape.
Do you have any regrets at all?
No.
In doing what you did?
I will never regret. You see, God has his own way of blessing people. Had it not been for this tape, maybe you wouldn't have been here. My name and my picture wouldn't have been where it is circulating now. Now, if you go to my constituency, everybody knows me. Everybody is looking for me. My friends that for years have not heard of me, they are calling me from US, UK, Japan, everybody.
So you said this leaked tape has actually blessed you?
It has.
Retired Police Chief COP George Alex Mensah there. Two sisters, Jessica and Sylvia, are proud carpenters. They started practicing the profession by default, but today are very excited at their choice to save a family business, Educraft Furniture. I tell their story on today's Story of Hope by first interviewing their father, Enoch Edu Tieku. Even before he completed secondary school, Enoch Edu Tieku knew the exact career to pursue, woodworks. So at age 19, he carved his first works.
I actually started practicing immediately I finished school under a mango tree. I was just producing wooden serving trays and the sales was good. So that's what I did, and I was able to get most of the required tools to start the business.
With over 3 decades experience, Mr. Tieku has freely trained over 400 youths and students with the skills gained.
As I'm talking to you, there are 5 university students right here doing their attachment, some doing internship.
Transitioning into the technology space, however, needed extra hands. That's how Mr. Tieku's daughters came on board. Sylvia, the female carpenter, shares her motivation for joining her father.
I met a client and he's like, you have to go and work for your father because the East Legon branch is a mess. I went to see for myself and I realized that it was true. So I decided to come in and help.
Her sister, Jessica, then explored a new venture when clients began to demand for them.
Customers kept asking, can you help someone give me curtains? So then I came up with Educraft curtains.
Mr. Tieku, who says he's very comfortable knowing his daughters will best manage the Educraft furniture business, wants parents to know this.
A lot of students complain that they want this very subject, but the parents say no. So please, parents should allow their children to go through this course. And furniture making is a lovely profession.
For joinees, I am Hannah Odame. Now let's get some national science and maths quiz news. Will it be a repeat or revenge as Accra Academy lock horns with their all-time rivals Presec Legon and Ghana Secondary Technical School at the quarter-final stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz later today? In a similar event last year, the Blows were crushed by the Odadiers in an all-over 30-point margin win. The two schools again meet at the Greater Accra Regional Championship, but are the Kaneshi boys armed to the teeth to revenge on the Blue Magicians? Emmanuel Bright Kweku has the story.
For a triangle, I am equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles.
Exterior angle.
That's right.
The battle over who really as the landlord of the Greater Accra region dates back to 2008 when Presec Legon and Accra Academy clashed in a quarter-final contest.
At the end of the contest, the final scores are Accra Academy 73 points, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School 83 points.
Over the years in the national competition, Presec Legon has proven to be the formidable opponent, having crushed Accra Academy on several occasions.
The regional championship in Greater Accra region. Let's listen to the score. Accra Academy, 17 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, 37 points.
We like what's happening, and we like the way we feel. I mean, look at us. Yeah. We feel.
We, as we talk speedways and we talk Blair, they don't know what we are here to do.
But would history repeat itself, or is it time for revenge? Well, only time can tell. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Bright Quickly.
And the competition will be live on the Joy News channel, so do stay tuned in. With that, we end the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Thank you for your company.
Joy 99.7 FM, radio for the discerning listener.